Hey, good morning, Bulldogs. We're continuing this social emotional learning thing. The last time that we talked about values and broadly what they mean in our lives, and more broadly what they are and what they might mean in our lives. And we'll come back to that. But I wanted to spend a minute talking about the fact that Governor Polis has decided that all schools in Colorado will remain closed until at least the 30th of April. Now, Corey Graham, one of our fantastic math teachers, made a really good point. He said that school isn't closed, the buildings are closed. Us, the process of teaching and learning and connecting, that's going on. That hasn't stopped. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit about stress because this can be a very stressful time for us. The best definition of stress I've ever heard was this. I wish I knew who said it. Stress is an increased sense of pressure and anxiety related to a decreased sense of control. One of the things we talked about in Arvada High School Bulldog Strong Facebook page is the importance of realizing those things that you can control versus those things you can influence versus those things that you have no control over. In these times, we really need to focus on those things that we can control. We need to recognize what we can influence but not completely control, and we need to be aware of what we need to surrender and let go. Every day we're learning more about the coronavirus as a nation and as a world, and that'll influence the things that we do. But right now, and I'll bring up a few things at the end here, I want you to think about focusing on those things we can control. What are those things? I know it sounds goofy, and I'm not just saying this because I'm an adult in the school system. You can control getting online and doing your work with school. If nothing else, it's a positive way to spend time. That's one thing you can control. Number two, you can control maintaining healthy connections with other people, although it's going to be virtual. We can control that. Number three, and I know I said this on the Bulldog Strong post for this morning, we can control staying calm. We can control not letting ourselves get too caught up and swept away by things that we can't control, but staying focused and calm. There's a difference between being proactive and reactive, okay? In a reactive process, boom, something happens and I automatically react to what happened. That's a reactive process. In a proactive process, boom, something happens, but then there's a gap where I'm going to stop, I'm going to think, and I'm going to choose how I respond. Not reacting without thinking, but stopping. Thinking probably goes to values too. And then choosing how I respond. Stop, think, choose. That's a proactive process. Viktor Frankl wrote a book called Man's Search for Meaning. Viktor Frankl was a Jewish psychiatrist in pre-World War II Germany, and like so many other Jewish people prior to World War II and throughout World War II, he was rounded up by the Nazis and taken to a concentration camp. There, he was physically stripped naked of everything he had. He's walking naked down this hallway, and he realizes this: the fundamental human freedom, and the only thing that can't be taken from me is my power to choose my response in any situation. I love that quote from Viktor Frankl for a couple of reasons. Number one, that is proactive behavior. That is recognizing that in any situation I can stop, think, and choose just about any situation. That's proactive behavior. The other reason that I love Frankl's quote is this: if Viktor Frankl is walking down that hallway facing those two choices, concentration camp or gas chamber, and that's what he's thinking, nothing's going to happen to Matt Teagarden today where I can't stop, think, and choose, where I can't be proactive. Hey guys, focus on what you can control. Make time to give yourself a break in the day, whether it's music or whatever it might be. But focus on those things that you can control. Don't let yourself be swept away by things we can't control. School stays together. I'm going to say this probably every time we talk. If you need anything, reach out for help. We're all here now. Email any teacher, any staff member. Get in touch with your counselors, Miss McNeil, Miss Campbell, Mr. Falk. Get in touch with your social workers, me and Miss Caraveo. If you need help, reach out. Okay? Stay connected, stay calm, be proactive, and reach out for help if you need it. I'm going to tell you guys this. I believe this. We got this. Okay? Together, we got this. I say this all the time on Bulldog Strong. I'm going to start saying it now and you're going to get sick of it. 3 + 1. Stay strong. Stay calm. Stay kind. No bulldog stands alone. Your teachers will probably ask you a discussion question about this. Not sure when you're going to see it, so I don't know if I should say have a great weekend. But I will say this. I miss you guys, and I cannot wait until we're physically back together, okay? Stay strong, Bulldogs.